what they don't tell you about quarantine is how long your hair is gonna get. Hey everybody, Matt here with SalesChain University, and today we're going to be taking a look at SalesChain's new Proposal Wizard. The Proposal Wizard was intended to help salespeople generate attractive proposals efficiently and consistently. We found in the old system that salespeople would have to generate 2, maybe 3 or 4 different proposals to send to the same client to make comparisons like different lease periods, or different tiers of accessories, whether you're doing a staple versus a booklet finisher, or for different types of service pricing. With the Proposal Wizard, SalesChain allows you to put different comparisons on any number of levels on the same proposal. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of different ways that we might price a proposal today, from very simple to very complex with lots of information. Let's go ahead and jump into the system.
Alright, so now that I'm in the SalesChain system, let's demonstrate just how easy it is to generate a few different proposals using our Proposal Wizard. So you can see that I've already selected the account that we're going to work with today, and I'm going to hit P at the top to start a new proposal, and I'm going to generate a new lead for this proposal. Now, setting up the Proposal Wizard properly starts in my Products tab here. So obviously this is where I'm going to add the different machines that we're quoting our client today. Let's say we're going to add a 5560 here. And remember that I said we might want to upgrade this staple finisher that I know they want to a booklet finisher. I think I can upsell them with the added function of a booklet finisher. Now you can see this new optional checkbox here in the Products tool. What I can do if I check this is see in the Proposal Wizard the option to replace the staple finisher with the booklet finisher. I'll show you that when we get to the wizard. Now that I've checked that box, for now I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And I know that these guys want 5 printers for their offices as well, so I think I'm going to quote them some 1435 eyes. So I'll search for that. I'll click this here, and I'm going to check optional for this Type K cabinet as well. In this case, this is an optional accessory that is not going to replace a different accessory that we already have. So I'll show you what that looks like as well. I'm going to click Save here, and we've got our products set up. So let's move on to the Service tab. Now I'm going to show you a couple of different examples of proposals today, but the one that we're going to do together, we're going to do this metered cost per copy service. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm happy with this term being 36 months. So let's move on to our pricing tool. Now I know I'm flying through this here because we just did a video on how to price a proposal within all these modules. I'll link that down below so you can check it out. So I know we're going to do a $6,500 lease buyout for these guys, and we're going to do pass-through billing for our service. So you can see that that adds the service up here in our financing summary. And I want our total cost targeted to be $1,600. How does that look for my gross profit? I'm happy with that gross profit, and I know that matches his previous cost. So let's go ahead and move into the Proposal Wizard now. So this is the new Proposal Wizard, and what it allows you to do is define the criteria of how you want the proposal to look and what you want it to include. One of the big motivations for us to create this wizard was to allow for salespeople not to have to modify or manually edit proposals. We do documents well. And over the last few years, we've noticed that people do lease documents, and the majority of the time they send it out and nobody ever has to edit it. But the opposite was true with proposals. People were having to edit them 2 or 3 times before they came to an agreement between the dealer and the client. Now, with the Proposal Wizard, we can make all of those customizations to avoid repeated work. Starting at the top here, I have the ability to price the options at the order price level, at the manufacturer level, or selecting custom will allow me to put in custom values down here in the spreadsheet for optional accessories. For now, we'll leave it at the order price level. Now, we talked about this booklet finisher replacing the staple finisher. So over here in the replaces column in the spreadsheet, I can select the staple finisher here under the booklet finisher, and I hit enter. And that calculates the incremental cost of the difference between the prices of the two. So presenting my customer with $42 difference, or just an upsell of $42 for the booklet finisher, as opposed to the whole $1,200 cost that the booklet finisher is going to add, it's going to be a lot less intimidating. Right below that, I have my Type K cabinet for the 1435 eyes, and there's no replace option for that. That's just an accessory that we've added. Below that, I have the ability to choose what lease terms I want to include on the final proposal. So let's say we want to keep this one pretty simple, pretty bare bones. We don't want to overwhelm our customer with information. So we'll just include the 36 and 48 month lease periods. I have the option to show the cash value on the proposal, so that's the absolute cash buyout value. I'm going to leave that off in this case. Below that, I have the ability to exclude supplies on the proposal. So in the event that you have the advanced delivery workflow automation system implemented and starter supplies are configured within the system, so those starter supplies are already on pick list sheets for the warehouse, then I would definitely want to exclude these supplies. Otherwise, I probably want to include them. And below that, I have the ability to input my client's current monthly cost. So this is invaluable for comparing what they're paying right now to what you can offer them. So it puts those savings that you're offering them right on the final proposal. Let's say he's paying $16.50 right now, and I'm going to include that on this proposal. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit this red save button at the top right-hand corner, and that's going to save a profile of this proposal here, so I can come back and edit this if I need to. So now it's time to build our package of documents, and this time we're going to go all out. We're going to make our package really beautiful and really complex here and have all the bells and whistles. Sometimes your client may just want to see the solution sheet, sign it, and be done with it. But in this case, let's include a cover page, let's include data sheets on our different machines, let's include our solution sheet, which is our actual proposal sheet here, and let's include an end page. Let's give them the full package. I'm going to give this proposal a name, say my proposal, and I'm going to hit generate just below that. Now the system is going to extrapolate all of the values I've put into service, pricing, everything, and it's going to put them all in this document for me. So no more messing around and copying values over in Excel or anything. All of that is done automatically for me. Let me zoom in so we can see a little bit easier here. And now that I'm zoomed in, let's start at the top here. Now, quickly I'll mention that your documents may look a little bit different than mine. They're all probably generated by your marketing team, as these have been by mine. So I've got my cover page here, which includes a nice about page, some offerings, and just below that, we're going to start to get into our data sheets here. So each of the machines that's on my proposal is going to be given a data sheet if I select that to be generated in the proposal wizard. One thing that's really nice here is all of these documents are still 100% editable like you were using Microsoft Word. So if we talked specifically about any particular feature of this 1435, I have the ability to go in here and say highlight this feature if I want to. And now they can see that feature highlighted on the data sheet. Continuing down here, I see my 5560, and now we get into the proposed solution. So this is kind of the meat and bones of our proposal here. This is where all of our final figures are quoted. So let's run down this piece of paper from the top here. Starting at the top, I've got a manifest of all the different machines I've included in this proposal. Your client will probably want to check that to make sure it's correct. And below that, I've got all of my service details. One thing I want to mention is that this text here, service agreement, and the text below the service agreement here is all entirely customizable at the dealer level. So if you don't want to call this the service agreement, I've seen people call it the image care agreement. I've seen people call it the super duper we do it all agreement. Well, not really. Point is, you can call this whatever you would like, and below that, all of this text is entirely customizable as well, including if I wanted to do different text for, say, bundled services versus metered cost per copy. All of that is totally up to the dealer. So we see that we quoted that metered cost per copy with a volume expectation here for our service. So that volume is quoted here along with our overages that'll be charged if they go over that for both monochrome and color. Below the text here that's once again customizable, I have my different lease periods here, 36 and 48 month here. And since I inputted $1,600 as our target total price, and we compared that to their current monthly cost at $1,650, we can see their incremental monthly savings are included here at $50 saved per month. Or if they go 48, if they want to extend that period, they'll save $286 by going with us. A nice comparison to have there. Furthermore, when it comes to incremental comparisons, if they upgrade from that staple to the booklet finisher, they will only pay an additional $42 per month at 36 months or $33 at 48. So that incremental comparison allows you to say, hey, for only $42 a month, you're getting all the extra function of the booklet finisher right here. That's all included on the proposal, and it makes for a really nice point of sale. Same thing down here for that Type K cabinet, except it's not compared to anything else. It's just included as an optional accessory. So once again, this is what it looks like to generate a pretty simple metered cost per copy solution here. I took the liberty of generating us a few other examples, so if I go off screen here and pull this guy in, this is what it looks like if we're going to do bundled service pricing on the solution here. So I've got just one value at the top with a 30,000 volume for my bundled service pricing. I've just got 2 lease periods on this one as well with the 36 and 48 month. And I've also included my outright cash purchase cost here. So you can see that that's included here as well. So that booklet finisher actually costs this much, but you're only paying this much per month for it. Additionally, that outright purchase cost appears at the bottom here. If I wanted to just include the price of the accessories and not the outright purchase cost, I can still select this and delete the text just like I would in Microsoft Word. So it's pretty nice to have these still be editable after all is said and done. I also generated us a real complex proposal here with extra detail. This is a metered cost per copy solution here. And I've included a couple of extra lease periods here. So all of the available lease periods from 24 to 60 month are included. And all of my cash values are included. And we've got metered cost per copy. So this is a nice, busy, lots of detail type of proposal that we've generated here. So that's how easy it is, guys. We can generate 3 different proposed solutions in just a few minutes with any level of detail that we want, with any type of service that we want. We don't have to go back in and do it twice. All of that work is already done for us.
So that's that. We've generated 3 different proposals with 3 different ways we're pricing service. We've included different lease periods on those 3 different proposals. We've given the customer a comparison to their current pricing versus our pricing, and we've done different accessories with incremental pricing comparisons. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We just did a really cool video, 4 minutes, on using this whole pricing module, and we did a really cool showcase of our version 3 mobile application. If you have any additional questions, always feel free to call our help desk at 203-262-1611, and until next time, stay safe.